Hey guys, it is Tuesday night, which means it's Tataru Tuesday. And it's been like a hot minute since I've been playing this game, so I thought I'd jump on and welcome you to a new time slot for me. Back when I first started streaming a million years ago, I actually had a evening slot, and I streamed that time for a while, and it's kind of like, no, I'm kind of falling asleep. This is kind of a drag. And I decided to move it to daytime. But I really haven't got a whole lot of traction from doing that. So it's kind of like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and think about moving it to evenings again. Now, one of the things that kind of prompted me to do that at this point is I had an opportunity to go play some baseball or softball. Old people. Okay, we're talking, the ball is this big, right? Okay, ball is this big, and use a bat that's about the size of, I don't know, a water heater, So anyway, yeah, I had an opportunity. A friend of mine called me up and said, hey, you want to play some softball? And I had been a baseball coach a long, long time ago. Like, last time I actually picked up a baseball mitt and a bat and a ball and took a swing at things was like 20 years ago. And yeah, I'm just a little older. So I decided, okay, I'm going to give it a shot. So they play on Tuesdays. And I was looking at my schedule and going, I really don't want this really wonky schedule where I've got one day I'm streaming, in the evening, then I go back to mornings, then I go back to, then I have another morning, then I have another evening. And so I decided that my solo streams are going to be in the evening. And so that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. I have Tuesdays and Thursdays for solo streams. My Wednesday night stream or my Wednesday day stream is still going to be with Peep. And that's been kind of like tenuous lately because she's getting over surgery. And actually, it was not a small surgery. I called it a medical procedure. It was not a small surgery, okay? I'm not going to go into any gory details because, hey, privacy. But, it's like she definitely had some things that are no longer part of her body anymore. And so she's feeling kind of beat up and stuff, and hopefully she'll be back soon. So let's, give her some love, and we'll see. The streams are kind of like touch and go right now with her to see if she's feeling up to it. And so that's why you haven't seen her on lately. Anyway, the last time I streamed Final Fantasy was like 2 weeks ago. Oh, before I go any further, how could I forget this? Oh, it's time for Holiday of the Day. It is Mardi Gras. So, hey, I'm wearing my purple. I don't have any beads. Sorry. I've got a couple beads in the back. I could have grabbed them and stuff, and I forgot about it. What I really wish I had was like a jester's hat, which is actually, I want to get a court jester because that's kind of my thing is, Dagonet was thought of as the court jester for King Arthur's court. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But yeah, he kind of was represented as that. So I thought that I would give that a try at some point, but I'm not right now. So anyway, long story getting longer. Mardi Gras, thank goodness I'm not Catholic, but it's a good excuse to go party. So, go have some, what do they call it? Go have some king cake. Yeah, that would be good. I found a great recipe for one. I didn't make it because lazy. And yeah, anyway, we'll see how that goes. So that's the holiday of the day, Mardi Gras, and go have some fun because tomorrow you start fasting. And it's not going to be fun. All right. So let's get on with some gaming here. When I left Chad last time, he had just finished the last operation. And so we're going to get in and talk to Alphanod and see what he has for us. An uncertain future, of course. Yes, of course. All right. And right into a cutscene, of course. Fortuitous timing as always, Chad. Tataru was about to brief me on the search for our missing comrades. If you would be so kind then. It's the stream's namesake. Hi, Tataru. Absolutely, you'll be pleased to hear that Ryal and his men have been making excellent progress. You remember how Philemon helped me to escape the Crystal Braves in Limsa Lominsa only to then disappear? Well, according to Ryal, she crept aboard a ship bound for Radzatan, where she's been hiding ever since. He assures me that it won't be long before we're reunited. As for Ida and Papalimo, the remains of the link pearls have been found, and the Pearl Lane of all places, and in Pearl Lane. Not Penny Lane, Pearl Lane. Okay. Ryal thinks they must have disposed of them after escaping from the Royal Promenade. Yes, that would make sense. They could not risk being eavesdropping upon by our betrayers. I can almost talk tonight. What is my problem? We're all but certain they fled the city shortly after, though we still don't have a clue where they went. I see, and what a Mancred and Mancred. I slammed them together. I'm looking at Minophilia and I go, Mancred and Thanophilia. That sounds like a horrible disease. Do you have Thanophilia? It's Thancred and Minophilia. There we go. I'm afraid I have nothing new to share about those two, but it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is we've enlisted the services of a Charlarian scholar, one of the students of Baldezian, to aid in the search, who should be arriving any day now. One of the students, you say? I should very much like to meet this scholar if time permits. But first, we must attend to more pressing matter. Sir Amaric has summoned the two of us for a private audience. The messenger did not specify what he wished to discuss, only that it was urgent. Assuming you have no objections, Chad, I suggest we proceed to the congregation forthwith. And mayhap we can meet with the scholar afterwards. Agreed? And of course, I'm always in agreement. In that case, I think I'll return to the Forgotten Night for now. Things are liable to fall apart if I'm gone too long, you know. I think she's just like, Tataru's an alcoholic, okay? She goes in, she's drinking those kamikazes, slamming down a few shots with them. Yeah, all right. Go ahead, Tataru. I'm disappointed. Meanwhile, in the pillars, where am I headed? Yeah, okay. Uncertain. Oh, I gotta go speak with Amaric at the congregation of our knights. Okay, show it to me on the map. Well, that's like, that really helps a lot. Okay, that's just ridiculous. It's somewhere in this city, right? Okay. But it's not in this area. Apparently it is up, down. It's got to be up top. I'm going to say it's upstairs. What do you think? There it is. Okay. So the Forgotten Night. And that's right. I can't. Too many games. In Star Wars, you can click on the map and it'll take you to wherever you're trying to go to. Yeah, it's like, nope, that doesn't work. All right. We need to go up. Let's see. What did I say this was? Forgotten Night. That's right. There we go. Do I have to talk to Philibert? I think I can just go in. They know me well enough now. How do I have to talk to this guy? The Lord Commander is within. Pray proceed, sir. Yes. All right. And I'm off into another instance.
Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
We quite understand. What was it that you wished to discuss?
With
He
my
forgot.
father's passing, the seat of the Archbishop lies vacant. And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities.
So is he the new archbishop, or he's just taking
I
on the
should stress that
responsibilities?
this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely.
Okay.
Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new archbishop. But in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
I too had concerns. But when the Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon, one's options are rather limited.
Yeah, I did kind of make a fairly splashy return, didn't I? It's like, I'm back!
Mayhap
Oh,
I could
yeah.
have concealed certain details, but for how long? And at what risk? Should the truth have come to light in the meantime, how would the people have viewed my silence? After 1,000 years of lies and secrecy, I could not well abuse their trust and hope to be believed. The time for deception has passed. I only wish the people agreed. That some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many. And among the few who acknowledged that my father had to be stopped, no small number question our methods.
If they suspect a coup, it will not be long before some turn to violence.
It has already begun, and that on both sides. Men and women of the cloth are being harassed in the streets. Some have even been assaulted in the Broom. Hilda and her people have formed a watch to help us maintain order, but such measures will not prevent the unrest from spreading.
For all our talk of peace, the people remain frightened and confused. For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
And we should be glad to help you, Sir Emmerich. But what precisely would you have us do?
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Shrine. To that end, I would trouble you for an escort and an introduction.
Annex Shrine? You would speak with Vidofnir then?
Vidorfner. Okay. Vidorfner.
We must needs open a dialogue between our peoples. Acting as my representative, Lucia will extend an invitation to their leader, that she might visit us here in Ishgard. Were she still with us, I would of course have beseeched Isel's assistance in this matter. But as she is not, I must ask that you aid us in her stead. Will you do us this favor? Thank you, my friends.
Okay.
Lucia, I leave the rest to you.
In the wake of the Archbishop's fall, the nation of Ishgard trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core. For 1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause, only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers. What then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers? And what then for those whom they defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow?
So are they
Tomorrow in
introducing
which
a
man
bunch of
and
new
dragon might
characters
live
here, or
together
what?
in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens. Yet while we dared to hope, deep within his lair the enemy lay, gathering his strength. Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph. As desperately as we sought the solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war. Nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
Okay, now I gotta talk to Lucia. I know little of the lands these dragons call home. This annexed shrine, had you not agreed to escort me, the coming journey would seem a far more daunting prospect. I don't know, she's asking me to, like, guide her because I get lost everywhere. I confess, I myself once shuddered at the thought of it, yet even the longest journey begins with the first step, does it not? Ah, but ere we set forth, Chad and I must needs inform our comrade of our plans. Very well, I shall see to my preparations. Then let us go and bid farewell to Tataru, Chad. So I guess we got to go over to the bar, see if she's like flat-faced on the floor. There she is. Hello. So, what was your secret meeting all about? I'm all ears. I can't tell you. I'll have to kill you. So much for a secret meeting. The diplomatic mission to annex Trine, you say? Well, I suppose that does take precedence. But should your meeting with Vidofnir happen... This person's seeker of truth just like falls on my head here. Okay. You might consider rendezvousing with Ishtola in Idleshire. She'll be there to receive our guest. Don't get me wrong, your meeting with the dragons is terribly important and everything, but this scholar just... What is this? Is there a hole in the roof that these people just keep falling on me? Just happens to be... Time permitting, as I said, we shall endeavor to join Ishtola, but if we cannot, pray pass on our regards. Let us be off, Chad. We have kept our first commander waiting long enough. Alright, and now I gotta go talk to Lucia, who's probably outside again. Oh, she's inside the other... Okay. There she is. You are ready then. Good. So am I. Options. I can get hot chocolate, which gives me piety, vitality, and spell speed. I don't need spell speed. Vitality, spell speed, and determination. Tenacity, vitality, and critical hit. That may be the one I need. Direct hit, vitality, and determination. Tenacity, vitality, and critical hit. I'll take that, thank you. Buff food. Right? Yeah, probably. Sorry, clicked on the wrong thing. Alphanod is ready to escort Lucia to Annex Trine. The path is long but known to us. From Falcon's Nest, we shall cross the Western Highlands and make for Tailfeather in the Dravanian Forelands. There we can stop to rest and replenish our supplies. Questions? If not, then the stables await. Alright, so he said to go outside of Tailfeather, and I think that... Can I even get there from here? There's Tailfeather. Okay, we're going to go to Tailfeather. I don't know if any of my... Can I actually fly here? Yes, I can. In this particular location, I can. Good. I guess I got all of the light points here. I always imagined that the first time I set foot upon Dravanian soil would be at the head of an army, and here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies. Full well do I know how difficult it can be to set aside the past, though it was I who first proposed recruiting Isale to our cause. Yeah, I questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I uttered them, and for a long time after that. Here was a woman with the blood of innocence on her hands, men, women, children, all slain in the name of the implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in common cause. At our side, she fought in service to that greater good, even upon her dying breath, and while that does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she will be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. You ask much, Master Alphanod, yet who can say what might come to pass? Should our negotiations bear fruit? Yes, of course. We must press on to Annex Trine. If you will follow me. And they're headed that way. So I guess I am going this way now. Where do I need to go now? I don't know. It says it's this way, right? Breaking the cycle? Okay, so we're going that way. Guess I can fly. Crossing over Tailfeather. Choo-choo! Smoldering wastes. What a slick little chip. Apollonia Fallen. Oh, I'm inside of here somewhere. Can I go in through the side entrance? No. Way to get in here? No. In World of Warcraft, you can go in through windows and shit, and it's like, no, all the windows are bricked up here, man. Sorry, you gotta climb up. What a pain. Alright, I guess we'll... Where the hell is the stairs? There they are. That's going down, I need to go up. Pretty sure. Not in here. Okay, do I still need to go up? No, I can't go up any further. Crap, that means it's all the way down at the bottom. Well, it wouldn't be one of my streams without me getting lost, of course, so hey. C'est la vie. Okay, not here. Out on the front porch, maybe? Well, crap. Where the hell can they be? An Annex Trine. So this is Annex Trine. Oh, it says it's up. So did I miss? There's a little up arrow next to the spot. So I gotta find. It's so dark in here. It's like, where am I going? All right, we're going to go up again. And we'll check every room on the way up. Okay, can't go in that one. So we'll go up some more. So it's on this level? Yes. Where? Oh, there it is. Hi. How are you, sir? Thou art ever welcome here, friend of Saleh. But this one I do not know. He's with me. So is that one. Pray forgive us this unannounced visit, Vidofnir. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, and our trusted friend. It is an honor to meet you, Vidofnir. I am come as an envoy of Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See. Indeed, you may speak, knight. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your kin to be the architects of this war, but now we know the truth. The King Thornton and his Knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great worm Ratatoskr, shattering the peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth, a truth which was at last laid bare by the Warrior of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Isale. Alas, a deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labor to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who would dare to dream that peace could at last be within our grasp? Yet dream we must, as Isali once did, and we must make that dream a reality as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofnir, join hands with us in friendship once more before the eyes of my people in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, knight. However, I cannot yet give you mine answer. May I ask why? This matter concerneth my sire. He must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Nath grow bold, even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. Then we will wait. After 1,000 years of war, we shall not give up on peace for a want of patience. Ha! Fear not, knight. Thou shalt have mine answer within thy lifetime. Well, that's good to know. Okay. Ah, soon. My humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith, until we meet again. Okay, cool. So I guess they liked it, and what do I need to do? Oh, I need to talk to Alphanod. Alright. Hey, Shrimp. Come here. Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I am surprised our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will make of it... oh God, sorry. Remains to be seen, however. I hope I don't start falling asleep. It's like, oh, I don't want to do that. Okay. Mayhap I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. Ah, but you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you have no further need of our services, we shall continue on to Charlian. We hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search of our missing comrades. Then I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was, and thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unresolved. I can think of no graver matter than a 1,000-year war, one which our friends gave their lives to see ended. Suffice it to say, I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. Of that I have no doubt, Master Alphanod. I only hope the fates will not hold you to your word. And finish that quest. And I gotta talk to Alphanod again. Alphanod is eager to set out for Charlian. So, it would seem, we have time to greet this scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Menophelia and Thancred. I can only assume she is privy to some new investigative technique. And she used her cell phone and called around a bunch of people. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with the Stola in Idleshire. Alright, and I'm assuming I have access to Idleshire? Let's see. Idleshire right there. So we'll go there. Calgon, take me away! And she's over here somewhere. Half-boiled heroine. I like that. Oh, I just walked right by a Stola. Hey, Stola. Ah, Chad, 'tis good to see you. I confess, I had assumed your business in Annex Trine would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Vindifer go well? As well as can be expected, she must discuss Sir Amarek's proposal with Helsverger, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What if our Charlian guest? Has she arrived yet? She has, but when I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on Front Bridge. We should be on our way. And Front Bridge is which way? Oh, right out here. That's where all the exploding stuff happened. I almost had my face blown off. By these guys. There's the destination, and I have to click on it, obviously. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Still waiting.
I'm terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves.
Alphanod.
Pray, allow me to introduce Kryle, who has recently come from the Charlian motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, sir.
Perfectly coiffed hair that gave her away, right? Yes. Okay.
And who is that I spy but young Alpha No Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
Yeah.
We, Miss Kryle and I met at the Studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the Studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Kryle.
Yeah. Okay, there's a story here.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking. Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Then what are you waiting for?
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
Okay, that was Stolo's teacher, right? I remember. So we're going to go up there. Yeah, hopefully we don't have all the... Oh, I never got the... Never got the flight area for this, I guess. There's a couple of areas I was thinking about that. It's like I need to finish getting... find where all the different zones are. And grab all the stuff. There's some quests that I need to finish up in order to get those. Oh, this is not the way. This is not the way. Neither is that when you start hitting the mic. Come on. Have to go around everything? Okay. Got level 58 crawlers. And kites? They look like toucans. That's funny. Alright, crap. I'm trying to remember, do we have to go down in order to get there? Or up and over? Let's see, which way does it show? I've been here before. Oh, we have to go up over this bridge, I think, right? I went a different way last time. Oh, no, we don't go this way. Okay, fine. So I guess we do go down and cross the river this way. Yep. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, I got frogs and everything else here. Oh, I don't want to be in this, but okay, we'll just keep going. There we go. The crystal eye is one of Master Matoya's most cherished relics. I doubt very much that she will grant us leave to lay hands upon it unless we can convince her that it is vital to our cause. You did say we were headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya meeting us on the way or something? Oh, there's a cave there, don't worry. It's right up here. Oh, I guess I gotta talk to her first. The prospect of meeting the famous Master Matoya seems to have set Kryal thinking. I have heard many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured they are all true. This way, you have care where you tread. And have care where you tread. Okay. Into Matoya's cave.
Oh, is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Yeah.
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryal, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Ah, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Kryal, you too possess the echo.
Well, yes, of course I do.
Yeah, no problem.
Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the signs of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
Long
Okay.
did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
Doesn't look very light, does it?
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Thank you, Master Matoya.
Okay, what she's going to use the crystal there in the
Then
cave.
let us begin.
It's a seance.
From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al.
As opposed to the toe?
It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
Why are they looking at me? I don't know. What am I supposed to know?
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
And we're supposed to go to Tailfeather? Is that where we're headed next? Outside Tailfeather, yes. Chocobo Forest. Were I to find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in this wounded state, He may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiance, yet even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across his tracks. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. Fear not, Kryl. I have already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose. Oh, they're going to put up wanted posters. Okay. And let's see. This is very impressive. You drew him from memory? A skill I acquired some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. She took an art class. It wasn't required, it was an alternate class. I propose we split it into two pairs. Stola and I inquire at the outlying encampments while Chad and Kryl... Oh goodness, okay, we're doing this again. Alright, while Kryl question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Loth, Astvath, and share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it. My, he certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies. Anyway, we had best get started. Find me when you've finished making your rounds. Was he trying to... Okay, so I needed to show a bunch of people the picture. Alright. Was he like trying to show off for Kryl? That's what I'm thinking. Alphanod was into Kryl. Searching for a friend of yours? Let's have a look then. No, ain't seeing him around. Sorry. Alright, I got a couple more scattered all over the place. There's Kryl. Merchant Champ. Hey, haven't seen this guy in a while. What's that you've got there? A sketch? Yep. Here you go. Take a look. See what you think. Can't say I know the face. You say he's something of a warrior? Sort of. I heard a tale the other day about a Hurrian vagabond who brought down a Bandersnatch by himself, and with style. Way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was a bell of the bleeding ball. Sound like your man? Don't know. Could be. Got one more to talk to. Starbird? Is that what? Oh. Got too many things involved here. There's a Starbird with him, but we're talking to Grimold. Okay. A Huron man? We're not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific? I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see? That, and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. So I guess we're going to go back and talk to the folks. Oh, Kryl, she didn't move. She's still there. Alright, Kryl. Finished? In that case, I think we've learned everything we can here. Probably. Let's see what the others have found out. Where are the others now? Oh, out? Oh, we're at this point again. Where is out? Oh, that's right, I gotta go back around this way. Maybe. Feather flea. Nice. Wild Chocobos. Wonder if you can tame them. That'd be kind of fun. Go tame your own Chocobo. Probably not. Where the hell am I going? There's a Bandersnatch. There's something around here. Oh, there's a destination. There's Kryl. Hello. Waiting, waiting, waiting. My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it wise to question as many hunters as we could. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not so receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Hurrian hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though none chanced to see the man's face, his height and build matched Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. And so you have heard the same tales. Be that as it may, we yet want for a conclusive proof. Mayhaps this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. You're implying that Thancred sent a Vath to market in his stead? Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the live stream as naked as your name day. It is a scene I shall never forget. Yeah, Alphanod, come on, dude. Is it now? Okay. Yeah. Well, you walked into that one, dude. Well, I was pleased to see you. I mean, it was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. In any case, if he had dealings with the Vath, they should be able to tell us, no? Quite right, Kryl. Quite right. Yay! And now what? Alphanod would like very much to continue the search for Thancred. Not Ancred. Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Loth Ast Vath. We must go and see Vath right away. Come along, everyone, come along. Speak to the Vath storyteller. And they went that way, but that's not a way to go, right? Because the storyteller is just like, oh, maybe... Is it this way? Okay. Maybe it is a way to go. Yes, Yes, it is. What do you know? Hey, gate guard. Can I come in? There's the Vath. Click, click. Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Loth Ast Vath. What do you seek this day? We seek a man with whom we are told you may have certain dealings? Here's a picture of him. How curious. The hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey? No, no, he is not prey, but a friend long missing. Click, click. Good, good. He is a friend to the Vath as well. One with whom we have traded many times. Truly, you're quite certain this was this man. There is no doubt. Click, click. The flesh-shilling, clothed in skins came to us from Sawmal, lost and weak. We offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange, we tended his wounds. He brought us much flesh. So skilled a hunter he was, much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them. And where is he now? Click, click. Gone to Loth Ast Nath. Not long ago, when we heard the One Mind had summoned our god once more. Ravana's returned? Vinavnir did say that the Nath had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side. Go, great hunters, lest the Nath claim him as sacrifice. Click, click. And we need to exit stage left. We go this way? Well, that's like... Yeah, we can't go this way. Proceed to Loth Ast Nath, defeating any foes who stand in your way. Okay. So I guess I'm not supposed to fly there, right? Where is this place? Way down there. Okay. I can fly. This is to kill every foe in my way, so I guess I'm going to have to, huh? He's dead. Yay, my black Chocobo. The first time I've flown him. Yay, handsome fella. It's a longaton. Is that what it is? Long-time chump. Chunk, not chump. Oh, they did say chump. It's a slice of chump. Okay. Alright. I didn't read it incorrectly for a change. Hey, chump. Oh, that's right. We got all these guys. Are they even going to bother me? Not really, huh? Now they will. I'm feeling the hostile presence. Come. Let his hostile presence be. Alright, got that. Now what? Oh, destination. Alright, I'll go stand here.
Who else could be? Thancred. It could be Thancred. We must hurry.
It appears he had everything under control. Standoff. Oh, now they have like syncopathic headaches, right?
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever.
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not!
So you are the warrior of light. The savior of Eorzea. It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Oh, nice welcome.
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are. Shall we show them?
Hey now. That was uncalled for. Uncalled for. Mystery dude.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt. But so be it. Mark well our faces, warrior of light. For we are the warriors of darkness. Walkers of a different path. And we shall meet again.
Ah, so they're the yang to our yin. Okay.
Warriors of Darkness? Really?
Apparently.
Thancred! Are you all right?
He's changed a little bit.
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
Yeah.
My appetite for the dramatic? Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then... Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's-forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
If nothing else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the all together.
Yeah. Yes, well, okay.
Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides. Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke?
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement. From them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more.
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed Warriors of Darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the Warrior of Light, I suppose.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
All right, let's see where it's telling me to do. All right, I need to talk to Alphanod. I am going to take a real quick break and go get some adult beverage, and I shall be back in a flush. Hang in there. I'm back. And, salute. Alright, let's see. We need to talk to Alphanod. There's my screen. Page 63. That was interesting. I don't know. Alphanod is lost in thought, doubtless ruminating on the implications of your encounter with the Warriors of Darkness. Blessed with the power of the Echo, and driven to put down primals, despite his declaration that they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors and attempted to recruit them to our cause? I recall no such adventures, and I would not soon forget their like, nor would any of us, I think. One of our primal duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how Thancred found Chad. Ah, the memories. It seems like only yesterday that you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I had the distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. I labor to believe that a band of preternaturally gifted adventurers has been traveling the land slaying primals without our knowledge. 'Twould imply gross negligence on our part. Speculation will avail us not. There is far too much we do not know. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely that Lord Ravana is no more. Vidnafir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Amarek's invitation. Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance with the search for Menophelia. Wait, Menophelia is missing? I thought she escaped with Chad. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence. I like Kryl. She was kind of a cool character. Now, they got rid of her. I suppose at some point we're going to go back and chat with her again, but not right away. So what am I doing? Oh, okay, I got to go back in here and chat with somebody. And it's upstairs. This, I know. Nope, not an entrance. Still not an entrance. That's right, we gotta go up one more level. We're on the promenade. Hello. I'd like to have a cutscene with you, please. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard. My thanks, Vidnafir, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravana, who had been summoned by the Nath, have again been laid low. Truly, once more you mortals have succeeded where mine own kind did fail. My own kind did fail. You have our deepest thanks. Would that we could take credit, the god fell by another's hand. Another, revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Nath will have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter, I have tidings for thee as well. Regarding the Ishgardian's invitation, as promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years have I mourned my beloved, who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth she wrapped herself in a dream. Yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought. For justice she sinned. For redemption she sacrificed and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's conviction, be it for weal or be it for woe, such is the folly and glory of man and of dragon. He hath encrusted. He's crusty. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Amaric's invitation. Let it be known that I, Vidnavir, shall journey unto Ishgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer and will convey your words to our allies without delay. It is happening, Nisale. Would that you were here to see it. Aw.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another. Honorable men, to whom Sir Emeric was no hero, but a scheming patricide.
Ugh.
Honorable men who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with the tyrant's blood.
Bummer.
Honorable men whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
Bummer. Right, now what? Speak with Alphanod in... Oh, Foundation. Okay, so I got to go back to Foundation. Where is Foundation? Reverence Toll, Foundation. Here we are. This is interesting. Rowena's representative, Sundry Splendors. Welcome to Sundry Splendors. It is in this one-stop shop, a subsidiary of Rowena's House of Splendors, particularly every weapon, piece of gear, or helpful item that can be purchased in exchange for Allegan tombstones and similar tokens have been gathered in a single convenient location. Take a moment and browse the merchandise. I don't know. Do I have any? I have no idea what any of this means. Nothing that I can acquire here. Oh, nice. Gordarian gear. Prototype Gordarian. And then this is Gordarian gear. Greer? It's a katana. I don't use... Well, do I? No. Yeah, I don't use that. It's a Mask of Striking. Let's try that on. Yeah, none of this is like... Well, I don't know what the... what does the jacket look like? Looks like a Navy jacket. Yo ho ho. Primal gear. Okay, so apparently I can use this, right? So what do Hellfire claws look like? Not much. Okay. Mask. Mail of Striking. Is that the... Yeah, it's the chest. Okay. Give this boy some pants to try on. And how about some boots? Yeah. Level 240. Can't use that. Can't use that. Can't use that. So, what was it? Was it Midan? No. Primal gear. So I can use the primal gear. And do I have any of these? Do I have tombstones? I don't think I do. Oh, I've got 2,000? I've got 2,000 tombstones. So I guess I could... I don't know whether any... So how do you know if any of this stuff is like an update? Does it even show that it's an update? Yes, it does. So I could get new pants or new boots, new pants, new gloves, new mail, the chest, the mask. The katana is not for me, but the claws are. All right, so if I have 2,000, so that means I could pick up like 3 pieces, maybe. See, which one is the highest? What's the Hellfire mask look like? Try on. It looks pretty bad. Okay. I don't remember what it... I tried this on, right? Yes. Alright, so plus 60, plus 70 for the gloves, plus 60, plus 70 for the pants. And then... So, I could pick up... The 2 highest ones are going to be... The weapons are the 2 highest. But they're actually... The weapons are not that good. Not that much better. So 21, 60. So 60 is one of the high ones. 70 is one of the high ones. Is there another 70? Yeah. So the boots... Alright, so let's get... Okay, so I got 1 boot, and I can get the gloves. Wait, I wanted to see what they were. No, not yet. The gloves are 70. Yeah, so we're going to get those. All right, and then we've got, let's see, 1,300. So I've got, basically, I can get both pairs, the pants and, was it the pants that were, pants are 60. So I can get the new pants. And then I can also pick up the chest. And I could pick up, well, now this stuff's not going to be any better because of the nice things that I got from Sue's and friends. So, yeah, all right. Now let's see what happens. I'm going to throw this stuff on. And yes, equip all that. All right. That should help a little. Alphanod. Right, let us not keep Sir Amric waiting. Dude, he's dead, right? Well, actually, we don't know if he's dead. He's been stabbed. Are you quite well, Thancred? Yes, quite well. Forgive me. You have given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Ishgardians and Dravanians and our friends nowhere to be found. 'Twould seem there is no end to our troubles. We can but face them head on, one at a time. For now, we must apply ourselves to our allotted task and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you, as they found me in time. We will find Ida and Papalimo and Minophilia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Pray do not misunderstand. I did not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wish that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of its more triumphal moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. I know you will, so then to the congregation. And where am I headed? Up? Yeah, just up here. I got bat wings. So I guess at this point we don't know what's happened to him. We're going to find out right now, because he's not sitting at his table. You have returned. In this, at least, the fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vidnavir has accepted Sir Amaric's invitation. She has? These are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Ah, is he otherwise engaged? He's dead, Jim.
He's dead, Jim.
Aye, sleeping off a knife to the gut. What? What happened? Will he live? The surgeons tell me that he will make a full recovery, but had Lord Edmund and Lord Autorel not been on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For a mercy, they subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack was just the beginning, though. Not long after, buildings all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flames. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been dousing the fire, but for everyone we put out, it seems like 2 more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. 'Tis plain these fires were started by the assassin conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? Then let us be about it. Okay. So I will have primal accessories of the Fending Coffer. Slaying Coffer is probably what I'll have to pick, right? Okay. The flames are spreading. We must begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified. Have you been able to determine the precise location where the fires were set? Mayhaps there's a pattern. If there is, we have yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city in both the pillars and the foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it best to divide our forces. Master Alphanod and Mistress Ishtola, I would have you take charge of the investigation and foundation. As you wish. Mayhap Tataru can be of assistance as well. Mean and Chad and me get the pillars. Oh, they'll like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue striking a pose over there join us? Thancred, the scions of the seventh dawn, and may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you too, my lady. I'll bet. Name's Hildred. He hasn't changed. Thancred has not changed. Okay. Name's Hilda. A scion, eh? And there I was thinking I'd found a fellow ruffian amongst all these illustrious personages. I will remain here to coordinate the fire-quenching effort. If you learn aught to value, pray inform me immediately. That is all. Get out! Well, we could begin by sifting through the charred rubble and questioning random passerby. In my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not. Oh, aye, the infamous Lord Amanlemeland Fortemps, lover of women and wine, though neither care for him that much. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Chad. He'll be at Crozier, most like, making an effort to be seen. So let's go and see him. Grizzled, I will accept, but old? Get over it, guy. We all get old. Trust me. Oh. Alright, where am I headed? Someplace on the map, hopefully? Is it upstairs? Yeah, it's upstairs. Okay, so, Materia Master, no. The Jeweled Crozier. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, if it isn't Chad, dearest of all my friends, you're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old boy? Ah, yes, the arsonist, dreadful business that, and awfully curious. Wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it at all. Naturally, we've doubled the guard outside the manor, along with the most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames after all. I just looked at this mortal seedling wandering aimlessly around here. He's kind of cute. It's like, okay. Can't have the old pile going up in flames after all. Oh, in case you were wondering why the Hopland is awash with refugees, the lower levels of the vault have been opened to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Sir Amarek's orders. From what I hear, remarkable man, not even a knife in his ribs can keep him from his duties. Actually, old boy, if you were thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hopland. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer words of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maidens. Yeah. Wait a moment. I know what that is. You're giving me one of those looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, old boy. I will have you know my heart yearns for but one rose, prickly though she may be. I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well. If I will help to prove the purity of my intentions, I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now, run along and catch those arsonists. That was not entirely what I had hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts. While you question the refugees in the Hopland, Chad, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? You know what? I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only get robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. Alright, of course those two are going to have fun. Alright, question your guardians in Hopland. Which is up this way. Oh, let's see, I need to go Cathedral. Might as well go to the Cathedral instead of trying to figure out how to get up there. Oh, there's someone down below. Is there? Is there someone in here? Or is there, are they upstairs? Well, they're not down there. Yeehaw! Okay, we're just going to wander around until we find who we're supposed to talk to. This one says it's up. There's the first one. Melee. There's the second one. The Vault Priest. There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere. And it was so hot I couldn't breathe. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm is getting better after all? Let's talk to the priest. Little priesticle. Come, my brothers and sisters, there is food and shelter enough for all in the Basilica. Halloween's blessing be upon you, Father. I confess we are not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop and Sir Amric and the Dervanians. Trust in your heart, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. Do you require succor as well, sir? And I explain myself. So the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on too far. Would that I could do something to aid you in your search, but I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps. Typical man of the cloth, just blow me off. Thanks. Okay, I got one more. It's an unruffled refugee. Hello, unruffled. Is that unruffled has ridges. Ours was one of the first homes to be claimed, but I didn't see how the fire began. It was only when I heard our neighbors shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped with the clothes on our backs. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we would do. Easy for me to say. All right. So where do I go now? Downstairs? Back? Somewhere? Rendezvous with Thancred. And he's still on this level somewhere, but where, I couldn't tell you. That's not him. So where the hell is he? Down there? Yep, he's down there. Okay. Hi, bottom. Just in the area I thought I'd drop by. Ah, there you are. Anything to share? We will require more than the muddled testimony of a traumatized girl if we are to identify the culprits. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scenes of several of the fires, including one near St. Raymonad's Cathedral and another near the Tribunal. For a mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say that they were spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question how such ruthlessly efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on the 2 occasions when their target was a bastion of Ishgardian orthodoxy. After the priest blew me off, I was kind of like, there's something going on there. Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give one pause to wonder. Alphanod will doubtless have an opinion. So now we got to go talk to Alphanod. Right. Yes, in the broom. Okay, I got to go to the broom. Is there a clicky around here? Down below? Is that where I'm headed now? I guess so. Gotta go down. Get down. Get funky. Go down. Get funky. Because this is the room. I still gotta go even further down. I could jump again, but I haven't repaired since I did all the other stuff, so probably I shouldn't jump. Where? There we go. There they are. I'm talking to the captive. Silence will avail you not, sir. Ah, Chad, I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to the eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fires broke out. We wished to have words, he did not, so we insisted. Let me go, damn it! You've got the wrong man! Of course we do. Sniff, sniff. My, but the reek of oil. And are those burns on your hands? An occupational hazard, I suppose, but tell me, does arson pay well? I'm a victim, you imbecile. Look at me. Aye, that you are, after a fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to the ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you, but then these highborn types rarely do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you rabid, and begged us to put you down. That's Bullocks. He's the one who told me to keep going. Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in the Fury's work, he said. I'd left it behind, tried to, with all my heart, said my prayers every day, like a good man, but he came to me. He came to me. And there you have it, Hilda. Would you be so kind to escort our friend here to the congregation? Aye, so long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there. That was incredible, Thancred, but how did you know he would confess? Well, I have seen this like before, a troubled soul manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk. And if our captive had called your bluff? Mustn't we entertain hypotheticals? The world is as it is vexing enough. Thank you, Thancred. Whether my luck or judgment, we have at last confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it best that we now return to the congregation and discuss how best to proceed. Alright, and now I need to go up. Because I'm in the broom, so I need to go up. Alright, I'm up. Now which way do I need to go? That way. Up some more. Need to run the steps. On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak. Though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master, he will soon tell us what he knows, one way or another. Pardon the intrusion, First Commander. Ah, Lord Arturel. Are you come to see your father? He is attending Sir Amarek in his chambers at present. I am. He bid me bring this salve. Then do not let me detain you, and thank you for your kindness, my lord. In times of trouble, every man must do his part. Would that I could do more. My Lord Arturel did not seem to be in the best spirits. 'Tis little wonder Master Alphinaud, father's widely slandered, and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave. Okay, we were talking about slaying Coffer, right? Yes. So, 240. Alright. I don't know what was in there. We're going to find out. Was it anything? Was it like armor? That's the first time I've seen a chest. So yeah, I don't know. There it is. Use augmented ring, primal. Oh, a bunch of, yeah. Okay, well, let's see what these all are, because something tells me that I'm probably... Yeah, see, the stuff I have is higher. Stuff I have is what? What levels are these? I can't tell. So where do you see the level on this? Who knows? Oh, item level 240. Yeah, 255. See, that's why. Yeah, okay. So I have a soul crystal that's only level 30. Alright. Can't do anything about that. My arms are only 145. Okay. So I can use better weapons, is what that's saying. Aiming coffer, healing coffer, casting coffer, none of those. Okay, but I also... Oh, a kite shield and a wind-up harsher font. Oh, that's nice. Can I take a look and see what it looks like? No, of course not. Okay, I'll accept.
I do not mean to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
Between the various conservative and religious factions in Ishgard, I dare say there's no shortage of parties who would like to see the status quo preserved. Do any likely suspects spring to mind?
Far too many to count.
Lord Commander, your wounds.
Are healing well. Thank you.
Merely a flesh wound.
Time is of the essence. Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change. When our enemies learn that we have apprehended their arsonist, there is no telling how they will react.
Lord Commander, an armed mob has seized control of the vault.
And now we know. Tell us what happened, sir. Spare no detail.
We were directing refugees into the Basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord. We had no time to respond. They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault.
And they sent you to deliver their demands.
They, the true brothers of the faith, demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
Clergy.
Ridiculous! I mean, do they honestly think that executing Sir Emmerich would change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
These fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
Agreed. Lucia, take a contingent of knights and establish a perimeter outside the entrance.
At once, Lord Commander.
Hilda, I need your people out in force throughout the Broom. When word spreads of the situation, the friends and family of the hostages may try to take matters into their own hands. I will not give these militants more targets. I shall lead the assault on the vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
Of course.
We are in your debt.
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Atwarel. To arms, then, friends. Time is against us.
All right. I think this is a great place to stop for the evening. Yeah. So Chad is going to be standing out here in the cold next time we turn on the stream, which will be a week from tonight. I think this is going to work out okay, having these evening I don't know how many people were watching or anything like that, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Once people figure out that I moved and that kind of stuff. I will be on next tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. and it's SWTOR story time with Peep and Dag. And if Peep is unable to join us, then it'll just be story time with me. And I've got plenty of tunes to level, so I'll be doing something with SWTOR one way or another. If I don't see you before the next time I see you, have a good day. Have a great afternoon. Have a wonderful evening. I love you all. I shall see you soon. Bye now.
Follow me, please. It is definitely not a trap.